Hey guys, in this video we're going to be reviewing the Raiders schedule for 2025 to the 2026 NFL season. I'm really excited for this video and I hope you enjoy. In week 1 they have to play the Patriots. I think that they could win this game, but I have no idea. The Raiders starting quarterback is Geno Smith, which I think is probably better than Drake May, but who knows. The Raiders also have the star tight end Brock Bowers, who's an absolute menace last season. They also have many new wide receivers that they got from the draft, and they also have star running back Ashton Jeanty out of Boise State. I think that their defense was also pretty good last year, and especially since they have Max Crosby, which is able to generate a lot of pressure on the quarterback. But the Patriots got some new offensive linemen. The Patriots also have an all-around solid roster. In my eyes, I think it could go either way, and I have no idea who will win this, but I'll just say Raiders here. In week 2, they play the Los Angeles Chargers. Personally, while I think the Raiders will do better, I don't think that they'll be able to beat the Chargers, especially since the Chargers have a really good coach in Jim Harbaugh and a star quarterback in Justin Herbert. I think that this game has the possibility to be close, but I really don't see it being within a one-score game, and I think it would be more of like a two-score game overall. In week 3, they play the Washington Commanders. Personally, I think that they are also going to lose this game, as this is a really good playoff team that made it to the NFC Championship last year. And especially with Jane Daniels leading them to greatness, I think that sadly the Raiders will lose this game. In week 4, they play the Chicago Bears. I think that this one could go either way. This is a really good team, and the Bears, they've totally turned themselves around. I feel like they could either go like 8-9 or their coaches can somehow sell. I have no idea how. I personally think that the Bears have a decent shot at making the playoffs. So I think that this game could honestly go either way. I'll just call it a win for the Bears because I think that is how it will happen. In week 4, they play the Colts, and personally, I think that they can easily win this game. The Colts are not that good, and I think last year they did way better than they should have. Their quarterback is Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones. They don't have very many good wide receivers. Sure, they got Tyler Warren, but I don't think that their offense or defense can really help that team win the game, so I think that this one is going to go to the Raiders. In week 6, they play the Tennessee Titans. I feel like they could win this game, but then again, the Titans have Cam Ward and Calvin Ridley, which could make a deadly combo, and so I think that this could honestly go either way, but personally I feel like the Raiders could definitely edge them out this time. In week 7, they play the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that the Chiefs will take a step back this season, but definitely not too far back. I think that they can still edge out the Raiders, but I don't think that they'll win the division this season. In week 8, they get a bye week. Hooray! Break from the torture. In week 9, they're right back at it fighting the Jacksonville Jaguars. I personally think the Jacksonville Jaguars may be a little bit overrated, and personally I think that the Raiders can definitely win this game, but in my eyes this can go either way because the Jags are pretty good, and they got Travis Hunter. Overall, I think this could go either way, but I'll give it to the Raiders for this one. In week 10, they play the Denver Broncos. Not much to say here. We'll go over them more later. Now, in week 11, they play Dem Boys. I think that the Cowboys are going to win. Honestly, I think it'll be kind of not very much close, though. But I feel like healthy Dak Prescott, especially with CD, and now George Pickens is definitely going to win that game. I hope you enjoyed that music session. But anyway, they play the Browns, and I believe that this is going to be an absolute blowout win, bro. There's no way that the Browns can win this game. Like, there's just a 0% chance. It's for sure a blowout. I have no more things to say. They then play the Chargers. Not much to say here. We already went over these guys, and the Chargers already won, and they'll win again, so yeah. In week 14, they play the Denver Broncos. I think that they're also going to lose this game, but only because the Denver Broncos were super good last year, especially with Bo Nix, who I think is going to be an amazing quarterback for the Denver Broncos. Honestly, I feel like the Denver Broncos might finish 1, 2, or 3. I have no idea yet in the division. It's just so competitive. I personally don't think that they can finish first, though. I think that the Chargers will take that spot, but I think they'll compete for the second spot with the Chiefs. In Week 15, they have to play the Eagles. What more can I say except the Eagles have one of the strongest offensive lines, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, and the best defense in the league. So, they're literally the most perfectly and well-rounded team out there. They're insanely good, and they just won a Super Bowl. I think that this is for sure going to be a loss. I think that the Houston Texans are super good and will definitely win this game, especially if they have a better offensive line than last year. Then we can really see C.J. Stroud like he was in his rookie year. I think that this game is going to be spectacular, but the Texans will win, so... In Week 17, they have to play the New York Giants. I think this is an easy win. The New York Giants suck. They have so much stink on them. But they do have one redeeming quality, which I think will make the game really fun and exciting. And that is the connection between the starting quarterback and Malik Neighbors. I think that is going to be a spectacular connection that is going to make the game really fun. In Week 18, they play the Chiefs. This is going to be a blowout either way, because either the Chiefs play their starters and it's a blowout, or the Chiefs don't play the starters and it's a blowout. Either way, bro. Either Raiders win or Chiefs win. Just depends on how good the Chiefs are. I think that they'll have to play their starters though, so rip Raiders. Well, if you like that video, I highly recommend you subscribe, or else more will eat you in your sleep.